How you doing, everybody? My name is Dr. Sami Baya. Please welcome back to my YouTube channel. Witches in Nigeria, that's the title of this video. Witches have long been a prominent part of African folklore, and Nigeria is no exception. The belief in witchcraft is deeply embedded in the traditions, cultures, and religions of many Nigerian communities. In fact, witches are often viewed as both a source of power and danger, and their practices and alleged activities have shaped societal norms and behavior in various regions of the country. Witches in Nigeria are frequently portrayed in a range of ways, from malevolent sorcerers causing harm to benevolent healers using magic for good. In Nigerian societies, witchcraft is often seen as an invisible force, intertwined with spiritual beliefs and practices. It is believed that witches can wield supernatural powers that allow them to manipulate the natural world, control people's thoughts, or cause illness. Some communities even attribute unexplained misfortunes, such as sudden deaths, crop failure, or accidents, to the actions of witches. The fear of witchcraft can be so pervasive that it can result in widespread paranoia, leading people to accuse neighbors, family members, or even strangers of practicing witchcraft. Historically, Nigeria's witchcraft beliefs are closely tied to indigenous religious practices. Various ethnic groups across the country, such as the Igbo, Yoruba, and Hausa, have their own unique beliefs about witches. For example, the Yoruba people believe in powerful spirits known as Orisha, some of whom may be associated with witchcraft. They also recognize the existence of Aje, which refers to witches or witch-like beings capable of using magical powers for both good and bad purposes. In contrast, the Igbo view witchcraft as an inherited practice, often passed down through generations, and are more likely to view witches as individuals who use their powers to harm others. Witchcraft in Nigeria can often be seen through the lens of social and familial dynamics. In many rural communities, the accusation of witchcraft is used as a means of explaining personal or communal misfortune. Elderly women are especially vulnerable to such accusations, as they are often the targets of witchcraft allegations when there are misfortunes in the community, such as a child's illness or a family member's death. This is particularly true for those who are isolated or live on the fringes of society, as they can be scapegoated when things go wrong. One of the most striking features of witchcraft in Nigeria is its deep interconnection with Christianity and Islam, which were introduced to the region during the colonial period and through missionary efforts. In many Nigerian communities, the traditional belief in witchcraft exists alongside Christian or Islamic teachings. Both religions have influenced the way witchcraft is understood. Christian teachings in Nigeria often emphasize the existence of witches as evil beings in league with the devil. And many evangelical pastors or preachers frequently claim to be able to deliver people from witchcraft. Similarly, Islamic communities in Nigeria have their own interpretations of witchcraft, where black magic and sorcery are forbidden and viewed as acts of apostasy. As the fear of witches persists in Nigeria, accusations often lead to tragic consequences. In many cases, the accused witches are subjected to physical abuse, ostracism, or even ritualistic killings. Children, especially those from poorer families or those seen as different, are sometimes accused of witchcraft and face brutal punishments, including being abandoned or physically harmed. This phenomenon is particularly prevalent in the southeastern and southern regions of Nigeria, where witchcraft accusations are commonly linked to social tensions, poverty, and a general lack of education. The legal system in Nigeria does not fully address the issue of witchcraft accusations, leaving it to the discretion of local leaders or traditional healers to handle such matters. In some instances, witch hunts are endorsed by community leaders who believe in witchcraft or fear the potential influence of witches on their community. This lack of regulation or legal recourse for the accused can exacerbate the suffering caused by witchcraft allegations, as it leaves vulnerable individuals exposed to unfair treatment, violence, or even death. Despite the prevalence of witchcraft beliefs, Nigeria has witnessed an increasing movement towards the rejection of witchcraft accusations in some regions. Some groups, particularly human rights organizations and child advocacy groups, have campaigned against the violence and discrimination that results from witchcraft accusations. They call for greater education, legal reforms, and community awareness to reduce the harmful impact of such beliefs. Additionally, there has been a rise in the establishment of alternative, non-traditional forms of justice, such as the involvement of local authorities and the police to investigate allegations. The portrayal of witches in Nigerian popular culture has further cemented their place in the public consciousness. From novels to television dramas, witches are often depicted as powerful figures capable of both good and evil. Nigerian cinema, particularly Nollywood, frequently features witchcraft as a central theme. Films often explore the conflict between witches and everyday people, with witches depicted as both terrifying villains and misunderstood heroes. This portrayal has added to the fascination with witchcraft and contributed to a broader, more complex view of witches within Nigerian society. In Nigerian cities, there has been a growing trend of using witchcraft for economic and political purposes. Some individuals, particularly those in positions of power, may use witchcraft accusations strategically to undermine rivals or gain advantage over competitors. Political witch hunts, both real and fabricated, are not uncommon, as accusations of witchcraft can be used as a form of manipulation or coercion. This has led to a blurring of the line between traditional beliefs and modern politics, further complicating the relationship between witchcraft and Nigerian society. Now, within the realm of religion, some Nigerian pastors have capitalized on the fear of witchcraft by offering deliverance services to cleanse people of supposed witchcraft influence. These practices have become a source of income for many religious leaders, with the claim that they can remove evil spirits or break curses. While some followers genuinely believe in the power of these pastors to cure witchcraft-related issues, others view it as an exploitative business model that preys on the fear and desperation of the vulnerable. The involvement of witchcraft in the Nigerian economy is also seen through the growing number of charlatans who offer services to remove curses or provide magical solutions to personal problems. These individuals claim to have special powers or connections to the spiritual world, using the people's belief in witchcraft for financial gain. This form of exploitation has been condemned by many, as it further perpetuates the cycle of fear and confusion surrounding witchcraft. In some instances, witchcraft in Nigeria is associated with a desire for personal power or wealth. Some individuals, especially in urban centers, may turn to rituals, charms, and spells to gain success in business or politics. These practices are often hidden, as they remain rooted in the traditional beliefs of certain ethnic groups but have adapted to the modern context of Nigerian society. Witchcraft in this form is seen not just as a tool for spiritual power, but it is also a means to secure material success in a competitive environment. Witchcraft beliefs are also deeply connected to Nigerian ideas about morality and personal responsibility. In many communities, witches are held accountable for their actions, with society casting them as individuals who violate social norms and harm others. These beliefs underscore the moral framework in which witchcraft operates, framing witches as deviant or dangerous individuals who must be stopped at all costs. This moral perspective adds to the stigma surrounding witchcraft, making it a highly charged and contentious issue. In some parts of Nigeria, witchcraft is thought to be linked to certain diseases or afflictions. For instance, mental illnesses or unusual behavior may be attributed to witchcraft, with some people seeking the help of spiritual healers or traditional doctors to diagnose and treat the condition. This has raised concerns about the lack of understanding and proper medical care for those suffering from mental health issues, as traditional beliefs often take precedence over scientific explanations and treatments. The narrative surrounding witches in Nigeria reflects the complexities of cultural identity and societal expectations. On one hand, witchcraft is a way to understand and explain the unexplained, and on the other hand, it can serve as a tool of social control. The ongoing debate about witchcraft in Nigeria reflects a broader struggle between tradition and modernity, as well as between religious, political, and economic forces that shape people's beliefs and actions. In this context, witchcraft will likely remain a significant topic of discussion for many years to come. In conclusion, witches in Nigeria occupy a complex and multifaceted role in society. While they are often seen as symbols of fear and evil, their portrayal can vary depending on the region, religion, and individual beliefs. The continued relevance of witchcraft in Nigerian culture shows how deeply rooted the traditional practices are and how they continue to influence the daily lives of millions of Nigerians. Despite the challenges associated with witchcraft accusations and beliefs, there are efforts underway to address these issues with the hope of promoting a more just, fair, and educated society where witchcraft accusations are not used to justify harm or violence. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you've learned a thing or two. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you've not done so. Thank you.